Hey, this is Dennis here with VeteranAI, and I wanted to show you guys real quick how to create a PTSD statement on VeteranAI. So real quick, I did want to cover the reason that we made this company. It's one of the primary reasons was to help people with PTSD be able to create their statements, making sure that the VA verbiage is there, but more importantly, making sure that, you don't have to relive the nitty-gritty anymore. You can, just get kind of like that surface level out there so you can get your statement in, get it to the VA so that way you can start getting the help that you need. And again, this is completely free. You guys could sign up right now and you can make a PTSD statement. So by all means, just sign up, make this if this is something you need. Okay, so let's go ahead, come on over here to disabilities. We are going to create a new one. We're going to call this PTSD, and we're going to leave that unchecked for now. So you want to select traumatic event, as this is going to get you the correct form as the output. Go ahead, hit next. Okay, and here's where I'm going to kind of make stuff up, and also you're going to see how terrible I am at spelling. So I'm going to say helicopter crash in Hawaii, where I had to rescue injured Marines. Location, we're going to say Honolulu, maybe Hawaii. I definitely spelled that all wrong, but that's okay. 0101, and let's just call it 2000. Okay, event type. For this, if this was something in a combat situation, I believe technically, since this is, with basically weapons of war, you could call this under combat. For now, honestly, I'll call this under personal. Go ahead and hit next. So you can come through here. This is the big thing. I want to get across people because I've talked to people just in real life, believe it or not. And what I've noticed is that people don't want to select a lot of these. And at the end of the day, the difference of you selecting, this over not could be the difference between a 30% claim, a 50% claim, or a 70% claim, or even 100% potentially. Um, at the end of the day, you need to select the behavior changes that are affecting you. Okay, I'm not asking you to make things up. I'm just asking you to make sure you basically be honest. Okay, because all of these, whatever you select here, will get written down on that piece of paper that gets submitted to the VA because we want to make sure that they see what's going on with you. Okay, so I'll go through and select a few. Let's just say that loss of trust, panic attacks, self-harm, startled response, that, let's see, hypervigilance, sleep disturbances, avoidance, big one. Um, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit next once you've selected all of them. For evidence sources, it's pretty important, especially if there's not a lot of documentation about whatever traumatic event happened, that you select a few areas where the VA could reach out to basically back up your claim. I'd say most people would have fellow service members are probably aware of the event. So if that's true, make sure you select that. I would also say family members, generally speaking, would also be very well of that. So at the very least, try to select a few evidence sources that the VA could reach out to back up your claim. Go ahead, hit next. Here we're gonna talk about where we got treatment, and again, it's very, very important. If you are applying for a disability to the VA, you probably should have medical appointments already. At the very least, medical appointments. Ideally speaking, you already want a diagnosis from your either your own private care doctor or from the VA themselves. In this case, we'll say, hey, I went to a private care doctor. Let's just say this is hospital, and we'll just call it hospital one. All right, and let's just say I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio, and I don't know, 0101 2010. Okay. So again, you could select more, but for now, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, another pretty important portion right here. This is DSM-5. So the DSM-5 is what the VA uses to grade basically mental health claims. You can always click this and you can actually go to their exact requirements. But basically what we did is we put their requirements in these nice uh, check boxes basically. So what you want to do is you want to, again, select any boxes that are applicable to you. Okay. So, for example, upsetting memories, we talked about that. Talked about that. Disturbing dreams, definitely avoiding, definitely that. Let's say, like those two. No, no. Hypervigilance, sleep problems, difficulty concentrating, and say that and that. Okay, so once you have whatever's applicable to you selected, go ahead, hit next. Okay, so once you get to here, this is basically effects on your life. This is where you would want to share as much or as little as you can about the event itself. Okay, you can always follow the writing tips right here. Okay, but I already have kind of a pre-made statement I'll put in there. So once you're happy with that, you can go ahead, hit next. And a statement will be generated at this point. So give it a second or two. It does take a little bit of time sometimes, but it should be done here momentarily. Um, but again, the only other thing I want to stress is the output. It doesn't need to be very long, okay? If you ever talk to VA raters, they want it nice, short, and concise, okay? While getting all the big points across. So don't be surprised if it's not the longest paragraph or statement in the world. That's intentional. Okay, so you can see here, I'll let you guys pause this. You can always read it. But basically, this is a statement that you can use now for your PTSD claim. You can come here, you can go ahead, hit download. This is where you'll get a downloaded um, PTSD form. So you can see here, all filled out, all ready to go for you. This is what I was talking about with the behavior changes. That's why it's very important that you check anything that is applicable to you. We write in any ones that the VA does not have checkboxes for. The one thing currently, you will have to write in any additional information about these conditions right here. We should have an update pushed here in a few weeks that allows basically the system will pick that up for you. But for now, there's that. We said there's no report filed, so that's good. Family members, service members, awesome. Yep. Private healthcare, perfect. And this is where the location is. This is the dates of the treatment. And again, here is your remarks section right here. At that point, you're pretty much just going through, do you consent, all this other stuff, sign, date. And again, you can send this over to the VA at that point. Okay, so it's just that easy. We try to make this as quick and painless as possible for veterans. And again, this is 100%. You could sign up right now for free. You can make this statement for you or for somebody else. So by all means, if somebody needs this, please share it with them, and hopefully we can help some vets get basically get their claims in for this because that's what I really want to see. So. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope that was nice and easy, and I will see you guys later. Take care.